resurrected body if you receive Jesus Christ. And just like Jesus Christ, it says he shall change our vile body, that this vile, corruptible human body, in other words, that might be fashioned like unto his glorious body. So everything Jesus could do, we would be able to do too. Jesus appearing to the disciples, and there he was, suddenly appearing in the midst of the room. Did he come through the wall? Did he come down from the ceiling? Did he come up through the floor? No, he just suddenly seemed to jump in there and appeared in the midst of the room. And they, at first thinking they'd seen a spirit, Jesus then saying to them, a spirit have not flesh and bones. Give me something to eat, some fish and some honeycomb, and he eats that so that he can enjoy the pleasures here. And he can also enjoy the pleasures there. So they looking forward to the resurrection whereby they can operate in two realms, not only operate in the spiritual realm, but also operate in this realm too. So Jesus being the first fruits, in other words, the first one to be resurrected. Jesus saying, because I live, ye shall live also. So Jesus coming back to life 3 days after his death, and then offers us the same. If we receive Jesus Christ into our hearts and we acknowledge our mortal, earthly, imperfect, sinful, lustful, lust of the flesh, lust of the eyes, the pride of life state, materialistic state, and we're so sick of this life here, sick of this world here, sick of sin. We've filled our faces and our ears and eyes with sin. We've never been satisfied. We hunger, and thirst after righteousness, then we can be filled. And there's so much that Jesus wants to give us. So if we are then children of the resurrection. Jesus being the first one to resurrect. And then he offers us the same as children of the resurrection. If we receive Jesus Christ into our heart and into our lives, if we acknowledge our sinful, mortal state, then we too can put on immortality like Jesus did. This mortal will one day put on immortality. This corruptible that can get in and die and get blown up or shot or whatever will one day put on incorruption. One day, Jesus says, we will be changed in the moment, in the twinkling of an eye. The dead in Christ, those that like Moses looking forward to the resurrection. Some of these indeed even resurrected at the time of Jesus' resurrection. There are many saints actually that are already resurrected. When Jesus died and rose again, it says at the time of his resurrection, many saints that slept in this same sense, that were dead, in other words, slept, were resurrected at the same time as Jesus Christ was resurrected. And many in Jerusalem and Israel saw these dead saints coming to them in their resurrected bodies. So many saints were indeed resurrected at the time of Jesus' resurrection. So here's Moses and Elijah talking to Jesus. What are they interested in? What are their curiosities here? Why talk about his great decease, which he would accomplish decease, dying to be resurrected 3 days later. These no doubt died years ago. Moses leaving this world and dying a natural death. Elijah leaving this world in a chariot. These looking forward to the resurrection. Why on earth aren't we looking forward to the resurrection? Just like Moses and Elijah talking to Jesus of his decease, which he would accomplish in Jerusalem. It wouldn't surprise you if these indeed were those one of those dead saints. Many that slept in the graves were resurrected at the time of Jesus' resurrection. So it wouldn't surprise you if Moses and Elijah already resurrected and operating in both realms, from that realm coming to this realm in their resurrected bodies. So so much more, and so many wonders we can have of the spiritual world. Then there's this mortal, earthly, fleshly body dying, and then being given a spiritual body just like Jesus is. So the resurrection isn't such a dull thing. You might strive for a car. Why not strive for a new body? You won't even need a car. You can travel at hundreds of miles and get there in the blinking of an eye. The dead in Christ we shall be changed, it says, in the moment. In the twinkling of an eye, the dead in Christ shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. And why would you need a car? Why not look forward to a resurrected body, whereby you could even fly, somehow or other be transformed from this world into that world, in that other realm, meeting Jesus Christ in the air. And so shall we ever be with the Lord in our resurrected bodies, operating in that realm. And then coming back to this realm, to rule and reign with Jesus Christ for 1,000 years. So much to look forward to with the resurrection. So praise Jesus.